Welcome to Good Mythical More. We ask you to share your biggest flex with us. And you did it, so we're gonna analyze biggest flexes from mythical beasts.
Yes, but we're gonna see a big flex right now from Cassie the Basic Witch, who flexed with that hashtag merchicality out in the wild.
Yes.
We found you, Cassie! And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you $100 to the mythical.com store.
Yes, that good Mythical Morning shirt is
a
popular
popular choice.
choice.
It's
nice.
one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites.
Cool, it's cool. We get a good response, Stevie?
What?
Did we get a good response to our
Oh yeah, we got a lot of nice
Our Twitter
because we also specified, like, it says, did you win the Danimals sweepstakes? Have you met Princess Diana? Did you win a Pulitzer Prize?
Danimals sweet?
Yeah, we went wide with our prompts, so we got some choice responses.
What is the
By the way, that
Danimals?
pineapple is called a pink glow pineapple, and it's
They
supposed to be
inject
less
it.
sour and sweeter.
Let's taste it.
I did.
Can you slice it for us? All right, let's see the first flex.
When I was in high school, McDonald's tweeted a bouquet of nuggets for Valentine's Day, and I said, I want one so bad. And so they sent me one at Jake Michael 1016.
So Jake's Valentine was Ronald? Is that basically what this is?
Basically.
His
bouquet of
Valentine Day
nuggets.
was what?
Ronald. His Valentine.
Oh, I thought you
Sweetheart.
said robbed. Robbed. And I didn't understand.
Ronald
Rob?
McDonald
Yeah.
is the mascot.
Okay.
So it's a grapefruit inside of a pineapple
Oh, is that too pink for my
that
teeth?
actually makes it, might be.
They told,
less-
me, they told me to rinse and when in doubt.
It still tastes like a pineapple. But maybe it is better.
They still white?
I got it. Still white. And that's what you have to do to show us.
Look, there's got your shirt.
Yeah. Is that your Fire Marshal Bill impersonation?
There's got your shirt.
That's not what he said. What did he say?
Something like that. What did he do? What did he do?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, famous actor.
I don't think I'd like a bouquet of McDonald's nugget.
Back on task, thank you, Stevie.
I would like it.
I love McDonald's nuggets, but the act of bouquetifying them and then like sending them, whatever that involves.
They're real good fresh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not bouqueted.
yeah.
You gotta eat them immediately.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is not a Sherry's Berry situation.
That's right.
All right, so this is a pretty cool flex though, Jake. You had a proof positive interaction with McDonald's that is, and the proof positive is the bouquet.
Right.
Because tweets are a dime a dozen, but when they mail you something, that's pretty good. I mean, can I just tweet at McDonald's, I want something so bad, and then send it to me?
No, you can't because you can't get into your Twitter.
No, I can't. So how are we rating these flexes? I would say
I'm gonna give it 3 hearts.
weak flex, strong flex, bodybuilder. I think you're
This
like
is a moderate flex.
yeah,
This is a moderate flex.
yeah. It might be dad bod.
I'm not gonna tell anyone else about this, Jake. Like,
If you were Jake, would you tell people on a daily, weekly, monthly, or annual basis?
I would tell people when and only when I was eating McNuggets.
Okay, yeah. So that's
You know
a
what
pretty
I'm
weak
saying?
flex.
It's-
I
it's-
think.
You just hang out in the McDonald's all day.
Yeah, just trying to bring it up. Wouldn't these be great in a bouquet arrangement?
You can if you see a stranger
you want one
throw
so bad?
away a nugget, you could. That's an occasion.
Oh yeah, don't
See
do
that man throwing away that nugget? Let me tell you a little something about me. You know, you gotta be ready.
Have you
Okay.
ever thrown away a nugget? That would be an impossibility.
I used to get the 20 piece.
And throw one away?
No. I was
Yeah.
just trying to create a scenario in which it might be believable.
Yeah, Rhett McLaughlin always gets the 20 piece, but he never only eats 19.
I've gotten the 20 piece and the 10 piece.
Oh, I know he has. I've been there.
But not recently, not in the past 15 years. In my 20s, I would 30 piece it.
I've been watching those. Did the videos pop up in your FYP, FYC?
For
You
your
know.
consideration.
Oh yeah. Like big tall men and what they eat in a day. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that. Sure, I'll watch them go to all you can eat sushi. Yeah, I'll watch that.
What?
I will watch the whole 60 seconds of what that tall man can eat.
I gotta get
What does
back
it
on
show?
TikTok.
Oh, I forgot you were off TikTok.
Does it show? All
Yeah,
of the food?
sometimes it's like what my tall husband eats in a day. And
Boy, we
like
can
sometimes like my 18-year-old brother, he can eat a lot. Here's what he eats. He eats a carton of ice cream in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I will watch this. Tell
What are
me.
you watching? Her saying it? Or-
No. It's a documentation. So it's like this 7-foot tall man walks into this sushi restaurant. He's like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
That's
it's
how
like
it
all
is.
you can eat. And he like literally like, oh, and this one that I saw, he meets the restaurant owner and you could just see on the restaurant owner's face, like, oh no.
Losing money on this one.
Yeah. And then he just eats the entire restaurant and I watch him eat all of it. That's great.
Yeah, we're capable of big things. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay, another flex. In 2013, I was a student at NC State. And I stormed the court in my wheelchair after NC State beat number 1 Duke in basketball. I got knocked out of my wheelchair and one of the players rescued me. I received worldwide coverage about the incident and I was on ESPN, Today Show, etc. from
Not
April
only.
21.
Not only do I remember when this happened, 11 years ago, but we met Will at the Good Mythical Tour in Raleigh and got a picture with him at the meet and greet.
Yep.
It's interesting that's not Will's flex.
Exactly. Hey, Will, you also met us.
Yeah.
We didn't knock you over at all.
I remember watching this. I remember them talking about it on ESPN. It went everywhere. And so when he
It was a
mentioned
motorized wheelchair.
I don't remember that detail, but the one he had.
Well, that's the
other
one he was
night.
on. I
Yeah.
assumed he was on the same one, which was pretty impressive.
I don't know. I
Seemed
don't
seemed hard to tip.
It's been 11 years.
That's true.
But
Do
yeah,
you think all the
That's good flex.
mythical beasts at the Raleigh tour stop were NC's like Wolfpack fans? Because when I called you Tar Heels as the diss, the boos were really prominent.
We don't accept Tar Heel fans. So
I mean, that's what it sounded like to
Right.
me, but that can't be.
no, it's not true.
So
I think
it's just that NC State fans
I
are
think the
loud.
Wolfpackers were really, really
Yeah.
loud and proud.
Yeah. You also booed into your mic.
I did
So
boo boo boo. Yeah, right into the mic. Boo 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 boo. Right over into the side. Boo boo boo. Now let me tell you a little something.
tell us.
This is not a moderate flex. I think this got news coverage.
If you were just on the Today Show,
The Today Show, ESPN,
Good Mythical Morning now.
and we beat
wait,
number.
you're ranking. So okay, so you do your
Today
ranking.
Show,
Okay.
ESPN, Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah, right. Agreed with that.
The Animals sweepstakes.
This is beating the number 1 team in the nation. I mean, this is a strong flex. I feel like Will can mention this
at all times. I mean, he mentioned it to us, and we were just flabbergasted.
He can mention it at any time.
This is the best so far. What
he
else
does
you
not
got?
need an invitation. He can just say this.
Between the nugget bouquet and this, yeah.
This is better.
Okay, here's another one. I won Disney.com's You Rock the Summer sweepstakes.
Hold on now.
And Disney flew me out to LA where I got a private concert by the Jonas Brothers, got to meet them, and they sang Happy Birthday to me. My life peaked in 2008.
Whoa.
And there's a video.
I don't want to see it. Oh, there it is.
Happy birthday, dear babe.
I'm glad I did see that.
Tell me you didn't think about what face you were going to make before the Jonas Brothers sang Happy Birthday to you without telling me you didn't know what face you were going to make when the Jonas Brothers sang Happy Birthday to you.
This is from at Asa Holmesy. I don't know which person they are in that video.
I think this is not on Page, but this is on the Jonas Brothers. They should have not been so weird about it.
Yeah, it was that hat. It was that hat that Joe was wearing.
I mean,
That was the real problem.
it didn't sound great either. I mean, come on, Jonas.
Well, they didn't know it would be being talked about this many years later on the internet. This is a pretty big deal.
Is Paige re-peaking now that we're talking about this?
I think you might be giving us too much credit.
Well, somebody's got to. Before I saw the video, I was pretty impressed. You rocked the summer sweepstakes. Private concert. I mean, that is just, it's just a recipe for awkwardity.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, you had to see that coming a mile away. It wasn't going to feel good.
But it's a memory. Like, I gotta say, I bet you 4 out of the 7 days of the week, this is the first thing she thinks about when she wakes up.
2008.
I just think it's one of those things that sticks with you. You know what I mean? First thing, it's like,
Definitely every time she has a birthday, on her birthday,
anytime
that's what she
somebody
thinks about.
sings to her,
Yeah.
she's thinking, could be the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. I think this is a once a year, not twice a week.
I could be with my friend right now on a stool.
This is a decent flex.
This is
but
decent.
Winning a sweepstakes requires very little effort.
Ooh, okay.
So you're flexing that you won something that was random.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Link. That's hard. That's harsh.
I mean, so it's not like a personal flex. It's more like, can you believe this happened to me? It's not, can you believe I did this? So, I don't know.
I still think it's a moderate flex.
It's a moderate flex, Paige. We'll give it to you.
It's a
Happy birthday, by the way.
Moderate flex.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paige. Happy birthday to you.
They were all at 3 different keys. What, did I just mishear it?
I was just singing their version.
Oh, okay.
Next.
Casey Musgraves put me on the guest list for her most recent SNL appearance because I was her first fan, or her #1 OG, as she said. This is
What?
from @JenTheHen77. This
How-
is cool.
How are
This
you
is
her
cool.
first fan? What does that say?
Is that possible?
Like,
the thanks for the lovely fan mail. It's like a physical piece of fan mail.
from, does it have a date on it? That lower right?
2012?
That's cool. Super jealous of this. Would love to meet Miss Musgrave.
Oh no, it says January 2013.
Well, first of all,
That's
something
pretty
like
cool.
that.
Going to SNL,
It makes me feel good
that is a cool
to know
That's a cool little thing.
that someone who is Casey Musgrave's #1 fan is like responding to mythical props.
Yeah, that's
You know,
nice.
as you're like Venn diagramming
That's cool.
your
Yeah.
fan base, you're
You know
like,
what?
oh, okay, that's cool.
you're our #1 fan too, and I want to invite you to come see us when we're on SNL. If that
But it's
ever
not
happens.
Saturday Night Live. It's Southern New Orleans.
It's stinky.
Stinky nights.
night in LA. And it's pretty much just we're gonna go around taco trucks until one of us craps our pants. But we're live streaming it. So
You're invited, Jen. That's strong flex.
Strong flex.
Will Smith paid for my wedding, while the production of Gemini Man did. We beat them to the beach permit on Tybee Island, Georgia, to reserve it for our ceremony. They asked us if they could use it for the day if they covered all of our costs and stopped filming during the ceremony at CBU Sure 5.
Wow.
So I like how Cody made this a brag. He said, I beat them to the beach permit. Like there was a race to see who could get Tybee Island, Georgia reserved. So the formulation of this flex is correct, Cody. I'm giving you points for that.
And also just to basically say Will Smith paid for my wedding.
That's a big flex. The biggest flex so
Marketing angle on that is great.
That
Yeah.
was probably such a relief. Like, you know how expensive weddings are, and then somebody's just
Yeah.
like, "We'll get it." There's that whole TV show that is about
Can I get Will Smith to pay for my wedding?
yeah, not anymore. That's about mortgage or marriage, I think it's called. Which is just a crazy question to me.
People
But
are going into debt
yes.
to get married, yeah.
So it's either pay for the show will pay for your
No,
wedding
show
or your mortgage.
helps you decide whether or not you want to take your money and pay for your wedding or pay for the down payment on your mortgage. So there's like a real estate person and there's a wedding planning person. And they almost always choose the wedding.
Choose the experience, Stevie. This is a strongest
Strongest so
flex.
far. I mean, if Will Smith was there, or he actually married you,
I wonder if he's
Then
saying
it's-
happy birthday to him.
I don't know, but we could beat him to it. All right, cut this open. Let's see what's in this, because I felt sure I've had this before.
Now, you thought it was a kumquat. Is that what you said?
It's
in
close. It's a loquat and the seeds are
No.
poisonous.
Oh,
Actually,
and I
try
just cut
another
right
one.
into it.
Yeah. So take the bottom and the top off, like cut the little bottom and top off of another one.
Okay. You know what I just realized? I have one of these in my yard. A loquat.
Your shirt's on a kumquat.
No, it's this.
And then kind
an
of like
exotic tree in my
slice up to the seed basically. And then you're going to peel the skin off of it and take the seed out and then eat the rest of the
Because
fruit.
you don't want to chop the seed in half. That exposes us. Ooh,
And then you
give me that.
pop that seed out, and then you've got this.
And take the skin off too.
Skin's bad?
Maybe I have a kumquat. Honestly,
Actually, you
I
can
can't
eat
remember.
this. You can eat the skin, but that looks prettier.
Wow, you got one of these in your yard?
I have, because a kumquat has a thicker skin, right?
Yeah. And actually, the name for loquat comes from a Cantonese word that means black orange, but it originally referred to unripened kumquats. And then the name was mistakenly applied to the loquat, and it just kept on.
Yeah, I got this in my yard.
You eat them all day, every day?
I don't eat them at all. That's why I didn't get it right in the show.
Who eats them? The rats?
People who walk their dogs.
What does it taste like?
Parrots.
It tastes like carrots?
No, parrots. You have parrots flying around.
It tastes like,
It's an exotic locale.
it's a little Perry.
Crows. Crows eat these things like crazy.
Well,
would
now
say
that you've tasted
very-
it, would you eat it again?
Yes, definitely. It's very mild. It's
You could just be eating these and nothing else.
yeah. Get my vitamin C.
You're really missing an opportunity. You're just letting the crows eat them.
Give me a really good flex, Stevie.
I don't really understand this, but I think it's a good one. I ring the bell for at AEW matches don't start or end without me. From at Brooklyn.
So this must be a wrestling federation.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
you click on it?
Carney, please.
Yeah, it's the newer kind of cool one competition to WWE.
Matches don't start or end without me.
So
That's a flex right
so
there.
Brooke the Crook is ringing the bell. I mean, is it like are there multiple matches, or is it like,
I don't think we need to know. Tell us more though. AEW.
can you bring up just an example of a wrestler in the AEW, and we will tell you how good of a flex this is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just a random one? You want a name? You want
Like
Yeah,
an
name.
impressive one that will make us think that this is something
A
that
popular AEW wrestler.
should be talked about far and wide.
okay.
This is hard to do. I think this is a good flex because
Oh, you know who's in AEW?
a lot of people are flexing and she's flexing the bell.
She doesn't go by Sasha Banks anymore, but she was on the show. Remember we had Sasha Banks on the show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's over there now. She Mercedes Monet is her name now, but
Okay, all right,
Okay, so this is a big deal.
all right. Friend of the show, gotta
This is
have
a
it.
big deal.
All right. Hey, don't hesitate to flex if you got it.
Is it a button or is it an actual little hammer on a bell?
It's that, the latter.
It is a little hammer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the best flex.
She's hammering a bell.
Because you can miss it. Don't miss your chance to grab July's Pin of the Month, available today only at mythical.com.